At this time, I invite the children of the congregation to come forward for the children's message. Welcome, young ones. Come on down. How many of you have ever seen something like that before? Yeah, what does that look like, Liam? Lightning, yeah. And we don't see a lot of lightning, really. You can see lightning in a storm, but you don't see it too much. And yet you've probably heard this. I hope. Now, is that lightning? Well, that's the thunder that follows lightning. Thunder is actually caused when the lightning heats up the air and expands very fast, and you hear that crack of thunder or lightning. Now, do you think that's kind of scary to hear? I think I scared the adults. You guys are like focused and ready. Yeah, it's kind of scary at times, and yet there's a few things that people told me when I was young. They said that it was actually not thunder, it was actually angels bowling. I don't know if that's really true. I think it's pretty much the hot air being heated up quickly. There's other things you can tell people, but what really helped me was that God controls lightning. And the only way lightning is going to strike my house is if God allows it. And God only allows things that come into my life for my good, so I'm thinking, well, this is horrible, and my parents watch sometimes online, but if lightning struck my house, the house would burn down and I'd get a new one. I didn't tell them that, but that's how I kind of worked it out in my mind. Like, this is a win-win. I'm not going to be afraid of lightning anymore. And I have to tell you, it got to the point where I loved seeing lightning and hearing lightning. I never actually followed a storm. I think that's kind of crazy. But when I was in Florida, I'd go to the Gulf of Mexico because I was 1 mile from the Gulf of Mexico from the beach. And I would sit down on the sand and you could watch the storms. And it was a lightning show. And it happened every day. And it was awesome. So you have nothing to be afraid of course, because your God controls all things. And I don't know that it's going to strike your house, burn it to the ground so you can get a new one. But I'll say this much. Whether it's lightning or rain, or thunder, whatever it is in your life that's kind of scary right now, your God is in control. And the only way He'll allow it to come into your life is if it's for your good. Let's say a prayer. Dear Jesus, there's a lot of scary things in life. Thunder can be one of them. Help us to remember that it's not that scary because you control all things for our good. Keep us safe, Lord, when the storms, real storms come, when other storms, things that we can't control, come into our lives too. Amen. You're excused to go sit with your parents, walking slowly.